This is Lord Thaddeus Cray. All right. What's this one going to be about? This is going to be part of my mental health series, which, of course, goes into the playlist of theories and experiences because they are my experiences. It's a fact. Not everything's paranormal, you guys, if you get my drift. Now, what exactly have I been dealing with? A lot. Point blank. There's a lot of mental health stuff. Most of my family has died around this time, between usually September and November. This is usually when most of them passed away or something went down. The holidays ain't so great for me. This one's going to be about despair. I'm talking about not the understimulation or depression or anything like that. No, I'm talking about true despair. I'm talking about grief. That's right, grief. What exactly is grief? Well, it's when you have lost someone who was close to you. They helped you. They did a lot for you. And now they're gone. That support system you had. The things you were able to do for them. The kindness you could show them, in turn. You can't do that no more. They're gone. They're dead. Flat fact. They're dead. And that is the hardest thing to have to accept when it comes to certain affairs. We all go through it. Grief. To me, it's like literally something, to be honest, it's like my spirit has been mauled by a massive cat or a dog. It's literally been torn to pieces from within. And the fact is, what's so dangerous about this or frustrating is the pain is internal. There are, the scars are all on the inside. There ain't no real showing, of course, other than behavior and some of the foolishness that comes with such emotions, self-harm, risky behavior, drugs, just foolishness, point blank. It is what it is, it's foolishness. Even though I can definitely understand. I'm guilty of it myself. So how does one overcome this? I don't know. It's something that I have worked with over half my life. Medicine's helped. Mainly coping skills, keeping myself occupied. Doing what I do helps, actually, quite a bit. Also, prayer. Sometimes that works, sometimes it does not. A lot of times I try to keep myself distracted. But then when, of course, I'm trying to keep myself distracted, and what I'm distracting myself with does not work, yeah, that's even worse. It's like, what the hell? I can't even, your ability to cope, it's gone. Because the person that actually was the light in your soul is gone. They're gone. There is nothing else to say about it. You can't, you can get angry at God all you want. That ain't going to do no good. Because he's going to do what God does. He's going to keep moving. And the fact is, it's kind of on us to handle ourselves when we're left behind. I've come across loved ones who I loved dearly. And this is one which is really hard for me. And that is when they pass and I know they did not do things right. Like I said, I loved them, but I'm not going to say they were good people. I can't really say that. Because again, the things they did to others, and even to themselves, and the way they saw things, I cannot say they were good individuals. That right there is very troubling to me. Because that person is gone, but you can't say they went to a better place, because there's a very good chance they did not. And you will never see them again, period. Especially if you're trying to keep on the righteous path, which is very hard to do in itself. That, to me, is the hardest of these emotions that I have to deal with. The fear of loss is another one, which is tied to grief. Many of us tend to try to use, it doesn't really matter what it is. It could be, like I said, risky behavior, distraction, anything. We try to use that as a coping mechanism. And unfortunately, it makes things worse because it's a bad coping mechanism. This right here is a very risky thing. I'm bringing this to many people's attention because I know for a fact, not just me, But many of you guys that watch my stuff have these type of things. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, be careful with that. It can actually exacerbate what you're dealing with. Does psychiatry help me? Actually, yes, it does. Therapy definitely helps. As a matter of fact, thank God, since I've come out here, I'm finally able to get an appointment with someone in roughly about a week or so, maybe closer to 2 weeks. So keep me in your prayers if you can on that. I'm hoping that everything turns out as it was supposed to. Maybe that will help me get through this very troubling season for me. To be honest, this year's been hard. Harder than usual. So, if you guys keep me in your prayers, it'd be appreciated. But I figured I should go ahead and talk about this because I know for a fact there are many people that deal with this. And I have a platform now, and it is a responsibility whether I want to admit it or not. This is just the right thing to do, to talk about such things. If there's an elephant in the room, you have to break it down. You can't just leave it there to rot. It doesn't work that way. So I know for a fact there are others out there who are feeling the same way as I do this year, during this time of the year. Get help if you need it. Keep contact with people. That is the one thing I cannot stress enough. Keep in contact with people. That will save your life. I'm telling you that now. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel you're a bird. This is a bunch of bullshit and that's the enemy talking to you. Communicate with people if you can. Support, how can I say this the best way? Find a good support system or a network that will also save your life. Grief is very frustrating. It's painful. And I'd rather deal with Bigfoot, Dogman, or any other horrific monster out there than deal with what I'm dealing with right now, or what many of us are. Actually, I had to take somewhat of a week off because of it. I didn't have to go anywhere. I just had to spend time with family. But I'm back. I'm going to do what I can to do what I do. Yeah, at the same time, I just figured I should put that out there with this video. I do understand what you guys are going through, because I go through it myself. Every bit as much, if not, of course, differently. I go through it and I understand. There'll be more videos like this coming through. Hopefully more positive, not like this. But either way, I'm just going to leave it at that. Keep a network of people. Take your meds if you need them. And also, just take care of yourself. Pray. You guys be blessed and be safe.